bow wow wow, chicka bow wow wow, chicka bow 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 wow wow, chicka bow wow wow. So I've touched on this topic before when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Gervonta Tank Davis. Who? How would those fights turn out? I've done them individually, but I'm just gonna recap. Because I think I made a video like this. I think like 2 years ago. So I'm gonna do a refresher video on it, man. So like, what I feel was gonna happen between these guys if they ever fight. Okay, so we got Tank. You know, he's the dude that's the most explosive. He has the better power out of all three of these dudes. Uh, he has a high ring IQ. I'd say his IQ was probably between the three. I would give Tank. That's a hard one, man, with the IQ. Because I think Shakur and Tank's IQ is like neck and neck. So it's hard for me to distinguish to really give a clear winner on the IQ. Uh, I would have to say Shakur has a better IQ because I've seen Tank do some things where I was like, "Get the what?" You know what I'm saying? Well, like he kind of like slipped up on certain things. All boxers get hit. Shakur's been hit. Devin's been hit. Tank's been hit. Definitely, the one that gets hit the most is Tank Davis. The one who gets hit the least is Shakur Stevenson. Proven facts. Uh, so let's take it to how would how would it play out between Devin Haney and uh, let's take Devin first against these two. Devin against Shakur Stevenson. Well, that fight, these two dudes are really not known to really be big punchers, but I see that fight being highly technical. That fight, uh, you might see both of them. They know what the other brings. They're not known for knockouts, but I think Shakur Stevenson is he has that sneaky power versus Devin Haney. Uh, I think they'll both be cautious in that fight, but they also know, hey, look, our game is being most of the time being pure boxers. So you're gonna see a lot of dancing in that ring between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, but you are also going to see a lot of inside. You're gonna see some close quarter combat between these two. Shakur Stevenson, though, he has the better body work. That's one thing I got. That's one thing about Shakur Stevenson. A lot of people kind of overlook it because they always bringing up his power. It's not really resonating. But two things you got to bring up about Shakur Stevenson is his power is starting to shine through. I told y'all in a few videos that when he gets to like 135, he was gonna start putting in pain, and y'all gonna see. I'm telling y'all, mark my words, my boy gonna start. He gonna start putting in that pain. Y'all gonna see Shakur's power resonate at 135 pounds. This is it. Your boy is here. You know what I'm saying? But another thing people overlook is Shakur Stevenson's like his body work. Man, they look at him more as he likes to move around a lot, but he can plant his feet and trade with you, bro. He got pretty good work from in the inside. Uh, it, he still leaves a bit of he leaves a bit of room for improvement when it comes to his body work, but he has pretty good body work over there working with Bud. You know, I know Bud show him a lot. Bud is pretty decent, pretty good with the body work. I think Bud's body work is underrated. I think Bud's body work is more technical than Errol Spence's. Is more calculated and more is less reckless than Errol Spence's. It's more prettier to watch Terrence Crawford. It's almost like he's painting a picture. You know what I'm saying? It's different with his body work versus like Errol Spence with his relentless crushing body work. But I think his is a little bit more sloppy than Terrence Crawford's. You know, just my opinion. A little off topic, but just something. I mean, y'all feel what I mean. But Shakur is underrated when it comes to his body work and when it comes to his power, I think. And I think You might even see Shakur hurt Devin Haney in that fight. You never know. I could see that happening. Um, but it's going to be a chess match, and I think at the end of the day, I think Shakur might end up pulling it off because Shakur has he has better combinations. Uh, he to me, I think Shakur just has more tools, man. Only thing I would say though, Shakur got to be careful with Devin Haney's jab. You got to be careful with that jab. That jab is no joke. Devin Haney's jab is much more superior, I think, than Shakur's. I just think Shakur got the better body work. Definitely got the better mid-range body work and the inside body work. Shakur Stevenson wins hands down on that. But I got Shakur Stevenson taking that fight. If he was to win, if Devin Haney was to fight Shakur Stevenson, I got Shakur winning by decision, hands down. Now Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis, it's gonna be a little bit different, man. It's gonna probably be um, Tank Davis is, you listen to his words when he said, they ain't got the power to keep him off him. So keep that in mind. I fully expect Tank Davis to go in there and try to walk down both of these dudes. But as far as him walking down Devin, he'd probably have. People think that the Devin's jab is going to be a big problem for Tank Davis. I think it might be. That might deter Tank Davis from trying to walk him down. But I think eventually Tank will get to him at some point in that fight. And then it'll come down to if Dev could take that shot. If Dev could take his shot. One other thing I want to add for y'all that don't know, Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney they're all familiar with each other. They all sparred each other. Tank has sparred Shakur. Tank has sparred Devin. Devin has sparred Tank. Devin has sparred Shakur. That's a good thing. They were all younger. They all improved since then. But they still know certain things about each other in the ring, even though they sparred. I know that was sparring when they was younger, but they kind of got a flavor of each other. They got a taste of what they bring. So that's never gonna go away. You spar somebody, you still know, you still got a little bit of their flavor, man. You got a little sample of them. Even if it's a diamond in the rough, you still got a sample of them, and they gonna remember that shit. All three of them, they gonna remember it when they get in the ring and mix it up. You know what I mean? So back to Tank and Devin though. Uh, I think Tank will get frustrated in that fight from the jab. I can see that happening, and I think what'll end up happening is he gonna get frustrated, but I think he gonna start trying to leap in at Devin because I think the jab gonna pose some issues for him. And I think later on in the fight though, he's gonna figure a way to probably adjust to that jab, and then he gonna early on he gonna be leaping in, and he gonna figure out later on how to get up in them from the jab. He gonna figure out how to get around that jab. If Dev don't adjust, if Tank don't adjust, then Dev gonna pot shot him all night and gonna probably close up his eye. And I'm telling y'all, I think that's what's gonna happen in that fight. I think his Tank gonna get swole, his eye gonna get swole, especially if Dev gets stronger and because his jab is only gonna get better. Or if he start hitting Tank with rights and shit like that, then yeah. But Devin Haney struggles with southpaws though. That's another thing though that a lot of people don't talk about. Some that I know, we know. I've seen it a few fights, you know what I mean? But he adjusts to a certain degree. But I think early on Tank gonna struggle with him. Tank supposedly he's a slow starter. So when it comes to Dev, I think Tank gonna get a little bit more frustrated early on until he because Tank's IQ is good enough to try to really figure him out. So we think. We gotta figure out. We gotta see if it's gonna be battle of the IQs, bro. And I think out of all three, Devin has the least IQ, but he has a good IQ. But out of the three, I give Tank a edge on the IQ, and I give Shakur an edge over both of them. But ultimately, I got Devin beating him, bro. I got Devin beating Tank as well, man. I got Devin beating Tank, man. I got Devin beating Tank on the cards. Um, but I have to put a question mark on that because it's gonna come down to if Devin his jab ends up being repetitive and Tank can figure it out. If he time it right, he might get up in Devin, try to crack him with something with some heat on it, and he can probably knock Devin out. That's a high probability. I won't take that from him. But if Dev's IQ is as good as I think it is, um, it should allow him to nullify anything Tank Davis got, including his power. Just like take away people's important weapon, they jab and shit like that. Dev, I think Dev might have the possibility, the ability to take away Tank's power and nullify what he bring to the table. So we got to see, but ultimately I got Devin Haney by decision against Gervonta Davis. So now we got Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis now. That fight is going to be dope. That's going to be explosive, man. You are going to see a different level of Shakur that you never seen. I think Tank gonna bring a lot out of Shakur, and Shakur gonna definitely bring a lot out of Tank. IQ wise, I think Shakur got the better IQ because he got the better distance control. He know how to control his distance better. Um, but at some point in that fight, I think when I say Tank gonna bring the best out of Shakur, you gonna see Shakur. Shakur is more comfortable and composed in that ring than Devin Haney almost seems like a jittery, very overly cautious fighter to me. Shakur just seems so much more relaxed and poised in that ring, and he looks like he has this. I said this one time. I said Shakur got this look on his face, kind of like the Joker, like a hyena almost. It's like you think he's all play, like he got that kitty face, but then in that ring, he get dirty. I think he's vicious, bro. I think he's just as vicious as Tank Davis. I think in the dog department, from 1 to 3, I give Tank got the most dog, Shakur got the second, and then I say Dev is third. Dev will get gritty with you though if he got to though. Dev will do it. I think Devin, his dog is a little different from all the rest of their dog. Devin's dog, man, it's like he force it on. He gotta force that dog out of him. And then a lot of times when you gotta do that, that's when he get clipped with stuff. And that's kind of like that's dangerous. So that's why I said, when it come to Devin being put under pressure, you start to see him, he kind of get sloppy, he get hit a lot when he under pressure. When you really press him, you watch him when he shell up, he get hit. I don't see that happening with Shakur. Even with Tank will get pressed and he'll get hit a few times, but he can roll out of it. It's like Devin gets stuck like what it did with his headlights or something like that. But nonetheless, Shakur Stevenson, it's gonna be a point in that fight with Tank. He gonna stand there with Tank, and then that's where we gonna really see the grit of Shakur. If he can stand there and bang with Tank Davis, is that a good idea? Many would say it's not. I don't think Shakur is gonna be just gonna stand there long enough to get his chin tested. He's too smart for that. But at some point, they gonna plant their feet and trade, and then Shakur gonna get out of there and then proceed to do his thing, and he gonna know when to snipe Tank and when not to. And I think Shakur is gonna be the one that's gonna make Tank make mistakes in the ring. I think Shakur gonna be the one to bring a lot of the bumble out of Tank Davis, and it's gonna be like, I think he gonna make Tank look real bad, bro. I just think he gonna make him look amateurish, bro. I love Shakur Stevenson, man. I'm really big on Shakur Stevenson, man. So I think Shakur is gonna stab Tank to the body. Tank gonna stab him a few times. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth in that fight, but for some reason I got Shakur really not he's gonna be using the ring a lot, but I think Shakur gonna be playing his feet a lot in that fight, man. I think so. Because he's not really gonna have to move a lot for Tank, man. I don't think he is. Tank probably gonna Shakur gonna do some things where it's gonna be like he's gonna trick Tank into being like, yeah, I'm gonna stand right here, Tank. I'm gonna bang it out with you, and then Tank gonna try to play his feet, and Shakur gonna pop out, and he gonna dip out of there. And then there's gonna be a time where he gonna act like he want to outbox Tank, and then Tank gonna chase him, and then he gonna just pop out. It's like he gonna be playing with him in that ring the whole 12. I got Shakur also beating Gervonta Tank Davis by decision. So ultimately, these are the two guys I got being Tank. But I could be wrong about Dev, but I'm definitely sure about Shakur being Tank though. Just my humble opinion. Anyway, let me know what you think, man. This is your boy, Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm out. Peace.